Live on digital audio, it's the PodcastONA Crunchyroll Anime Awards Special! Who will take home the biggest honors of the year? Which show will take home all the gold? And what series will everyone on the internet be sick and tired of by the end of the night? Find out all of this and more tonight in this special 2-hour extravaganza. And now, I'm your host Alex, and joining me are Andy.
Hey y'all, what's good everybody?
Jet.
I can't believe Black Clover swept the awards.
Duelist.
A treated
Man, I didn't know they did a Razzies award.
And we have a special guest joining us for this show. Introduce yourself, intruder.
Hi, my name's Sam. I'm one of the writers for Toonami Squad. Thank you for having me.
I have a question
No
for
problem.
you. Did Toonami die this week?
I don't know. I legit do not know.
Every time we have a guest relating to Toonami, I feel the need to ask, hey, is it dead this week?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, clearly it's going to die this weekend
Oh,
because
clearly,
there's going to be some extreme grind punk during Hunter x Hunter with the armed.
Oh man, this week's Hunter x Hunter introduces 4 new characters. I'm real excited.
There's this week's going to be interesting for you, Andrew. It's the episode with McGillis' backstory.
Oh! Okay, so let me just say right now, McGillis is not even my number 1 anymore. He's
I
like
am
the bronze now of people who
ridiculously
are
behind
Hey,
on
then.
Iron-Blooded Orphans for what that's worth.
Wow.
And I'm ridiculously behind Hunter x Hunter, so...
2 words for you all. Eok Kujan.
Right.
Well, good to know that if this show doesn't work out, we can retool it as like a Toonami recap show. There's clearly nothing on the internet like it right now.
Not at all.
Oh, absolutely.
So, as evident by the funny little intro we had at the start, we have kind of a big show to tackle here because we are now basking in the salty and venomous afterglow of the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, which caused a stink so bad, not even Aisha Clan's nippleless breast on Adult Swim could even clear it up.
Oh, I'm gonna rub the salt all over my nipples, girl.
You are done.
That was a very weird mental image.
I can't believe they got away with that. All they had to do was just, put a little eraser on the nips and, hey, there you go.
I
It
mean,
passes.
maybe they realized that just because anime-styled people are more arguably realistic than, like, Family Guy frickin' people, that doesn't mean,
I watched that episode several hours before it went on Toonami. The only thing that was changed was the one part where Aisha had nipples for like 5 seconds was just, oh, she has no nipples now. That's it. That was it.
So tame by 2017 standards. Or 2018.
man.
I can't even get the year right.
Yeah, the times have changed.
Look, if they could get Kill la Kill in Hellsing Ultimate, I'm pretty sure they could
Oh,
pull that
I
off.
talked about this on the latest podcast episodes. Like, if they couldn't show that, I would have laughed so hard because they showed a visible man raping a dead body.
Oh yeah. Fucking Hellsing Ultimate's like the pinnacle. Also, Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Which,
Mhm.
also, I have a legitimate question because I was genuinely pondering if recreators could get on Toonami this week. What is the status of saying God on Adult Swim?
They can do it.
don't
Pretty
think
good.
there's a problem.
Is it only... I have a question.
Why would that
Is
be
it
a problem?
Yeah.
Okay, because every time somebody says "God damn it" on Adult Swim, they censor the God part of "God damn it."
When?
That's either from old tapes or self-imposed standards that
There's
some producers have.
they used to be pretty specific about that, but they haven't done that in a long while.
That makes me think.
I'm pretty sure JoJo's gets away with that
Yeah.
all the time at this point.
For Toonami, it's a lot looser because shows like Blue Exorcist and Black Lagoon got away with a lot of swearing, sans F-bombs, but this isn't the USA Network.
Like, I wonder, because you literally cannot air Recreators if you cannot say the word God without it getting bleeped.
I think that would be.
I didn't think so either. That made me think it was literally
because
because
by and large not the largest issue with Recreators airing on TV.
Yeah.
I can dream. Okay,
Yeah.
Look, I think Aniplex technically has the rights to that. So I don't know.
It's
it's hard to say because it feels like they wouldn't wait this long to say something, but I guess we'll know soon.
You don't know. Like I said, we're bound to get like a Toonami announcement like any day now. Like, I will bet at least some value of money we're probably gonna get one like right as Alex is editing this.
Probably.
Some value of money.
It's ReZero, everybody. It's ReZero.
Probably ReZero. It's ReZero or Recreators or something else. Take your pick.
It's just basically Gundam Wing in HD.
I mean, there really isn't much else at this point.
Anyways, I think we've derailed this long enough.
Yeah, that was a big derailment.
Yeah.
So, God, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, Crunchyroll Anime Awards, yeah. But before we get to that, we have quite a bit of stuff to get to. And we get to start out on an interesting note, because guess what dropped on Netflix recently? No, it's not Be's the Beginning. No, it's not more of Voltron Season 5. Although we may talk about that some other time. I'm talking about the live-action Fullmetal Alchemist movie.
物体を作り変える術、それが錬金術。錬金術師の兄弟エドとアルは死んだ母親を生き返らせようとして失敗。エドは手足を、アルは体すべてを失った。
俺が必ずお前の体を取り戻してみせる。アルのためなら俺は何だってやる。僕のためにこれ以上無茶をしないで。こいつの整理士なんかしてたら身が持たないだろ。インディ。一人の使い方したらこんな壊れ方すんだよ。あれ。久しぶりだな、鋼の。大佐。
失った体を取り戻すために絶対に必要なもの。
賢者の石はただの伝説に過ぎない。
賢者の石。
あの兄弟の力になってやりたいんだ。これ以上あの石に関わらない方が身のためだ。賢者の石は実在する。
鋼の坊よ、知りすぎたわね。
俺たちの計画が台無しじゃん。ホムンクルス。
もう生かしてはおけないわね。
この空っぽの体で何を信じろって言うんだよ。
たった二人の兄弟じゃないの。
どこのどいつだこんなこと考えやがるの。こんなことってありか。まさか兄さん。ダメだ。
鋼の錬金術師。
Oh no.
Metal Alchemist.
Oh boy.
I've heard
no.
nothing good.
So, on February 19th, Netflix dropped a live-action FMA movie for the whole viewing world to see. And what did we all think about that?
I mean, I didn't watch it, but
It
everyone
was
else seems to think it's
One at a time,
terrible.
one at a time, one at a time.
I guess I'll go first. Initially I enjoyed it because I heard they were apparently going to try to do like all of this in one movie. So I was mostly just interested in seeing if they could actually make something coherent, and they kind of did. But then the more I sat on it, more I'm like, you know what? This didn't really do anything like remotely new. It was kind of bland.
Yeah, it was, let me say it like this. It's by a mile the best Fullmetal Alchemist movie, but that's only because Milos and Shambhala are fucking terrible.
I actually kind of like Shem. Okay, here's the thing. I
hate Shambhala with every fiber of my being.
Wait. Hang on, I confused the two. Shit, I'm sorry. I like
Shambhala
Sacred...
is the one with Nazi hues.
Yeah,
Milos is the crappy looking one.
Sorry. I despise Shambhala. I actually kind of like Sacred Sword Milos.
Yeah, but okay, it's easy to get the two right. Shambhala is the one that ruined FMAO 3.
Thank you, Shoaikawa. Thank you.
Shambhala is inoffensive. No, wait. Damn it! Fuck!
I really am in the minority, apparently, that actually liked that movie for the most part.
Okay.
At the very least, I think it's a better way to end the first series than the
I don't think it was necessary, though. It's like the series ended fine.
It wasn't. The TV ending was fine.
Yeah. It's just, okay, but going back to my original point, I think it's the best FMA movie, only because the other two are terrible, but it's just not a very good live-action FMA movie, which is kind of disappointing considering the studio behind it, Warner Brothers, produced the Kenshin movies. Turns out I was kind of wrong about that. This wasn't produced by Warner Brothers. It was produced by Oxybot Inc. and Square Enix. Warner Brothers only distributed it. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, there was only so much you could do when, I mean, you cast Asian actors for all these, like, clearly, like...
Western roles.
It's really kind of amazing. I've had this conversation before. There's several properties where it's so easy to do for Hollywood. So easy, but everybody wants to stick their dick and turn Akira white, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
FMA is one of the ones you could probably do. Black Lagoon is, like, the really obvious one that I'm really amazed no one has done. Why won't you do it?
Monster. I'm still hoping for a monster one someday.
Okay, I'm fine with a live-action monster series. I don't know about a movie.
I'd love a fucking TV series of that. And goddamn it, HBO, you dropped the ball something hard.
I don't know. Maybe they could ship to Netflix.
You know what? I'm okay with that. I just want somebody to do it. Like, you just need to get... Like, you really only need to get, I think, 2 Asian actors specifically for Monster.
No, actually just one.
Okay, what about the investigator? Isn't he Japanese?
No, he's white.
The guy that, okay, the police investigator, I could have sworn he was, like, Japanese or something.
No, he's white.
Really? Okay.
But bringing this back on topic, I have some questions about this movie. Why wasn't Winry's hair blonde? Why did Sho Tucker transmogrify into a typical movie villain, which stunk? Why does the acting feel, pardon the pun, hollow? Although I will say, Dean Fujioka as Mustang was a highlight for me, because that just worked.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the guy they got for Hughes. Well, he was the only one who actually looked like his character without needing a wig.
Oh, yeah, the wigs. Oh, boy.
God bless the Japanese movie industry. Fucking wigs. It's an experience. Also, I have a question, because I've heard conflicting sources of this. Is Scar in the movie?
No, which is weird because they bring up the Ishvalan War a couple times where it makes no sense for him to.
Scar isn't in it, Izumi Curtis isn't in it, and Armstrong is not in it.
The Fuhrer also isn't in it, but they tease him, so I guess they're like,
they're crucial to the narrative.
Fuhrer President King Bradley is nowhere to be found, instead of being replaced by generic-ass General Hakuro, who is pretty much the fill-in character.
Who really wasn't in the film all that much.
And it's weird General Hakuro is the villain here, because he wasn't the villain in the manga, like, at all, so... Well, I guess that was the one thing they did different.
Yeah, it's just... It felt really weird seeing the movie play out with the whole military uprising finale combined with, them trying to fight off lust and envy, and Sho Tucker, where, those two don't blend together at all. You're trying to create s'mores with, like, peanut butter and ham.
Will it blend?
Will it blend?
Don't read those.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will eventually check this out.
Yeah, I'd say check it out, but keep your expectations kind of subdued.
All I know is there's different hot takes of whether people think like this is better or worse than like the other adaptation that was on Netflix.
It's far better than Death Note. This actually has an identity to it to an extent.
I kind of have to disagree with that a little bit. Like, and like for all that problems, it did try to do its own thing, which I think adaptation kind of needs to do. This really wasn't interested in doing its own thing at all.
It's a catch-22 at this point.
What is own thing?
Damned if you do. At this point, when it comes to anime movies, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, but it really is horrifying to know the most accurate thing we might get in the future might be the live-action SAO, which would be like really
God,
ironic.
the monkey's
Although
paw
that live-action
cast,
television series going to Netflix.
I love that. Somewhere in my heart, I love the glorious irony that is that fucking monkey's paw, and I kind of want to watch it because of that entirely.
Don't give them ideas, otherwise other things could get picked up from Netflix.
That just means we'll get better things in the future.
I do have one thing to say about the FMA movie, that it's just, this movie frustrated me so much. Like, when I watched it, I was so upset at how bad it was. Because it's like, FMA is like one of those properties that I adore so much, but I feel like it's so easy to make an adaptation of it. At least I think it's an easy way to do an adaptation of it. You don't do it directly, of course, but I feel like in some cases, like, all you need is like a good director, a good script, and just the same core ideals. But this movie,
I think you could get a good director to do this. The problem is how you go about adapting it is always going to be a problem.
They tried to adapt too much.
I feel like they tried to adapt the manga and 2003 anime.
Yeah.
Which isn't a good idea.
That kind of, yeah, on top of all that, I know Japanese films don't have as big a budget as, say,
well, I don't think
Studios
it's a budget
films,
thing. I always feel like budgets doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things.
But, there is some jank CG all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because the CG in the trailers looked good, but, yeah. I mean, I will say, I like how the Chimera...
There's actually this one scene that I thought was kind of funny and also infuriating.
Is it the waddle?
It's the gluttony scene where you see his stomach open up, and then the next shot you see him look like he's wearing just like a prosthetic suit, like he's finding Universal Studios. How do you do that?
Coming to Universal Japan Studios, Gluttony, the ride.
Man, that's just Orwellian horror.
Yeah. If I could pinpoint the biggest problem with this film, is that it has the look, but it doesn't have the characters, because the characters are just sort of, Hawkeye's here, Lust is a hot chick with tendrils, Al is a suit of armor.
Yeah, like, Ed was literally the only one who had anything to really do in that movie.
He didn't even ham it up when he got called short. He just looked like he was either irritated or
constipated. Which, that to me didn't make much
Okay,
sense.
no. I'm fine with them doing that. That would be, like, really weird to do in live action. So I find that they did
it's
that.
It's just not the same,
but they
though.
got, like, most of his character wrong aside from that.
So, Fullmetal Alchemist, the live action, it's okay.
I did not like it at all. I seriously would not recommend this to anyone.
Okay, so the opinions are, it's okay, it's terrible, and I haven't seen it.
I would call it perfectly average.
I didn't watch it either. Had I known we were going to go this in depth, I would have.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh well.
You're not missing much, honestly. You're not... But anyway. Well, that was more fun than the movie. Now it's time to get through the dirty work before we get to the salt mine.
I hope the sequel has tiny mini skirts.
AKA the news.
News.
Yes. Shadow dropping. It's that thing Netflix does after the Super Bowl. And it's also for Crunchyroll as well, because on February 21st, Crunchyroll out of nowhere put up the first 6 episodes of Granblue Fantasy, dubbed in English.
So
apparently
but, let me finish, please. It's been momentarily taken down, citing a, quote, production issue. So...
Yes, momentarily taken down.
Yeah.
They probably put it up too early.
It's either went up way too early or there's some other reason for it. But if any of you saw it when it was up, what did you think of it?
I saw like 2 episodes.
That's a pretty big fuck up, though. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Considering the fact that it's like, this was not announced to have an English language yet. And this was not announced for a physical release yet.
Well, as luck would have it, literally a couple hours after we recorded this show, Aniplex had a convention panel in Hawaii, and they announced some Blu-ray releases coming later this year. Wouldn't you know it, Granblue Fantasy is on the list, along with Aromaga Sensei and Orimo. We'll talk more about that next time, but word of warning, if you buy Aromaga or Orimo, you might get put on an FBI watch list. And I don't think you want to be on the bad side of the FBI right now, just saying.
That's a big whoopsie.
Yeah.
And I've been okay with Aniplex stuff going on Crunchyroll for dub purposes. I'd like that to continue, and if this affects that, I'm gonna be sad. Because they kind of keep putting their things in every other service now. It's like, chill. I gotta go Hulu here, I gotta go to Go90 there, I gotta go Crunchyroll here, I gotta go Netflix there. Like, fucking chill, baby.
Streaming war, son.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least they're better about it than Viz.
Oh, okay, it's true. I'd rather have it everywhere instead of nowhere.
Viz streams their shows?
Not like you would have noticed it.
I think they stream a show called Boruto's Son, something like that.
Okay. I mean, specifically, they don't stream dubs anymore.
Yeah.
Well, unless they're like, Sailor Moon, Inuyasha.
No, it's literally just Sailor Moon now because of the Hulu contract.
Oh.
Everything else is just stuff that was like that before that they haven't taken down yet.
Or it goes to Toonami.
Or it goes to Toonami. Thank God Hunter x Hunter's on Toonami.
Yeah.
By the way, fucking Sarah Ann Williams says Pito. Mwah.
Yeah. I was thinking of checking this out, but then I saw that it was taken down, so I went, okay, I'll wait it out. And in the meantime, when is Granblue Fantasy gonna be on iOS?
Yeah, what the fuck? Let's see. I hear that has an English translation, but not quite. I don't know.
It's weird. I just kept assuming it was legally available for the longest time because it's always on my timeline, but nope.
Yeah, it's weird. I think it just has an English version on the Japanese download for some reason.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll get to that some other time. So speaking of dubs, in a follow-up to a past story that we talked about a few shows ago, Funimation announced at Katsucon that ReZero will be getting a home video release here in the States in the summer, complete with an English dub.
Yay!
But the question still remains, Texas, California, or Canada?
I'm
So
going to
I'm-
I am going to place money down and say California. No, insert the clip from what The Wizard, where it's just the kid going California, California.
That's like like I can say with certainty it's like probably not Canada, but
Yeah.
between Texas and California, I'm gonna say probably California. It's just because I feel like if it was Texas, Funimation would have probably like announced the cast like immediately. But
That's fair.
Yeah, I'll also say California. That just it seems like ReZero was a part of that pre-Funimation deal, so they probably were already working on it before all that moved over.
like ReZero seems like a big enough thing that if Crunchyroll wasn't working on it beforehand, it would be really.
And remember, the pre-Funimation deals take fucking forever to come out.
That's true.
Like, we're still waiting on some of them, by the way.
Twin Star Exorcist.
It's almost like a Sunrise rescue title.
I know. I think it's literally just Big Order and Twin Star Exorcist that's left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems right.
Aside from the second seasons to stuff like Testament of Sister New Devil and Bungo Stray Dogs.
Yeah.
It's not Bungo.
It's Bungo.
Yeah, it is Bungo.
I've been lying to myself for years.
Go sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Please continue, Alex.
Okay, continue I will. Still speaking of dubs, Sentai Filmworks has announced their June product slate, so let's run it down. On June 5th, we have Kabukibu, sub only, and Anonymous Noise with a dub.
That's kind of surprising given that got caught up in anime strike shenanigans, but I guess the streaming numbers were decent enough.
I appreciate that.
I think more people were requesting it more than anything. I think that and
that's the thing
the
with
other
Sentai,
show
just
on
be
this
like,
list.
Hey.
Soon enough.
Definitely deserves a dub, and
damn it!
You ruined the big reveal.
That's what I get for zoning out for 2 seconds and thinking you mentioned it.
It's fine. I'll bleep it out. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. Yes. And moving on. June 12th has the third of the 3 Initial D movies.
All right. Cool.
Never seen Initial D, so I have no clue how the movies are or what they're adapting.
I mean, I've seen the TV series. It's really good.
So these are the initial D films?
Okay, no,
they're the
I'm
new
pretty
ones.
sure they're...
And they have the same Funimation cast, don't they?
They have a number of
They have most of the Funimation cast, and it's like a reboot, I think.
Yeah. If I can pull it up, I can't pull it up. Okay, never mind. Moving on.
Take your word for it.
June 19th has Bang Dream, sub only, and via Made in Japan, the 2-episode OVA, A Spirit of the Sun.
I have no idea what this is.
Same.
Well, it's an OVA based off a manga written by Kaiji Kawaguchi earlier in the 2000s. Quote, about a series of natural disasters and collapse of the economy in Japan set in the beginning of the 21st century.
Jesus Christ, wow.
It was made into a 2-episode OVA in 2006 by Madhouse, directed by Masayuki Kojima.
All right.
Who also directed Monster.
Fucking hell!
And Made in Abyss.
Fucking what?
Now you're interested, aren't you?
Ooh, if it says on High Dive, I'll watch it.
I'm quite interested now. Wow.
And Hardy, if you're listening to this, he also directed Master Keaton.
Boy, oh boy. Okay, this has suddenly went from 0 to 100 on my radar.
Same.
All right. Hopefully, Made in Japan stuff will show up on High Dive. Okay.
I mean, they added Tokyo Magnitude 8.0 this week, so it's possible.
Yeah, okay. And don't they have Dinoquil on there?
I think they do, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
okay.
man, I really need to watch that.
Yeah, I need to continue watching that show.
All right, and rounding this out, on June 26th, with a dub and a premium box set, Grimoire of Zero.
I know you're happy about that one, Duos.
It's a good show. I liked it. It's fun.
I hear it's not isekai, it's just actually a decent fantasy show.
Yeah, it's actually a good fantasy show.
Is
nothing
Sentai
amazing,
show
but good.
Also, if you're into furries, then oh boy, this is your thing.
You can just bro out with the guy.
I mean, you can, but
Who
like,
I'm
honest,
probably thinking David Wald's probably voicing him, but
oh, I'd be all for it. Big sexy Tiger Man voiced by David Wald. I'm okay with that.
I will give you my money, Sentai Filmer.
Hey, Sentai.
Also,
put it on Toonami or something.
The premium box set is actually kind of affordable.
Probably because it has like an art book and art cards.
Like, I knew the taking out the DVDs was eventually going to save costs, but it's like, this is the first one where it's like, wow, this is like a Funimation limited edition release. That's surprising.
Except, the part where it has worthwhile extras.
Yeah, yeah. Which is surprising, but I'm for it. I'm for it.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Funimation. What? No ass mouse pad with your Keijo set?
How disappointing.
You get pinup spread calendars. What the fuck do you want?
I want that butt mouse pad.
Alright, I think we've said our piece. I can't wait for more, and I hope Sentai is able to dub more stuff. Which, there's like 2 that are guarantees, and a couple that are more up in the airs.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Alright. Fun stuff coming out. And now we go to everyone's favorite day of the, whenever it happens. Discotek Day!
I don't have anything to say about this month's Discotek
Well,
Day.
it's worth mentioning. Okay, so Discotek has announced some upcoming releases slated for April 24th. They announced the previously licensed Zatch Bell movies and second Toriko movie on DVD, Space Warrior Baldios on Blu-ray, the 2007 series Ayakashi on DVD, and something called Fair Then Partially Piggy. Duelist, do you know anything about this?
That is a movie based on whatever the heck we got on, ABC Family in the late 90s, early 2000s under the title of Tokyo Pig.
Insert clip here.
Spencer Weinberg Takahama has a pet pig.
Did I hear oinking in here?
Curly Tail tells me it may just be.
I really like your pig, Spencer. Its name is Sunny.
A pig that can make anything Spencer imagines come true.
You can't stay here. We've got a 3-pig limit.
Ludwig Pigtoven.
Pigzilla! I've got to learn to control my imagination.
And you can't imagine what these two will think up.
If the military knew I did this, they'd want me for their weapons program.
Until you see it.
Who is driving this train? Look for low-flying pigs in the morning with a chance of them blocking out the sun later today.
I didn't ask for this. I'm just a kid.
Tokyo Pig.
Nothing can stop the onslaught of ham from the heavens. Except for bedtime.
Sonny, you the pig.
Every weekend at 11, 10 Central on ABC Family.
Cool things happen to me all the time.
Does anyone else remember? I think Joshua Seth was the main character. Does it sound like a Fox Kids-esque show? Because it is.
ABC Family, but who's keeping track?
Yeah, well, eventually they just all dissolved into Jetix until that renamed itself. So
Yeah.
I seem to recall that show being quite amusing for what that's worth, and I'm pretty sure I have a best of DVD somewhere, which I think is the only thing that got released here.
Let me just check and see who released this show over here.
I know I found it at Walmart in the aughts.
I mean, all I know is I really want to know what Discotek's big thing is.
Okay, I found the Amazon listing, the best of Tokyo Pig, and it's okay, this was released by Miramax, of all people.
Interesting.
So this has some dirty money behind it.
Oh, God.
Oh, let's not go down that hole.
Darkest stroke.
Oh.
Okay. There was one other release slated here, an SD Blu-ray of the series Marmalade Boy, but that has been delayed indefinitely because they want to try and get it right so that it'll play on as many Blu-ray players as possible. I recall Justin Zemeckis saying that he got some new authoring software, which means this should be good to go on PlayStation 4 because there's something like with the frame rate or refresh rate that makes it all wonky on that system.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Hey, I have no issue with any company delaying a release to make it better. Yeah. What a concept!
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I really gotta just give props to Justin Zemeckis because I've been seeing his tweets about the Cyborg 009 matches, and it's like,
oh my god!
If you all don't buy that when it comes out, you are just not respectful.
Well, give me money, Joe, and I will buy it.
I saw some legit motherfucker called Discotek Lazy.
Sam, you want me to buy you everything?
That's true, because I'm broke.
I bought you Made in Abyss posters.
Hey, one at a time. I have to edit this, remember?
Sorry.
I saw some legit motherfucker called Discotek Lazy because they don't dub these obscure old shows. It's like, motherfucker, after reading about Justin Savarkis' nightmare that is trying to make the Cyborg 009 release, don't ever call these fuckers lazy. How dare you?
I'm a little disappointed that they couldn't dub the Zatch Bell movies, because I really like the dub for those, but...
Who the fuck were they gonna get? Yeah.
I mean, we have seen it's not impossible for an old edited for TV cast to reunite to dub something, but I think Zatch Bell's a little more obscure than
might I also say you're also dealing with Toei.
Yeah, that's true.
You're also dealing.
Nobody wants to do that.
That's the thing. You need to deal with Toei. You don't want to deal with Toei.
Yeah, I mean, I'd also say getting the lead back is a problem, but then she was in the most recent Glitter Force series, so they could.
I don't know.
Anyways, regardless.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're done.
Additionally, and I don't know how I forgot to talk about this, but back in early January, Discotek quietly uploaded to their YouTube page the first episode of the 1988 Osamatsu-kun series. So maybe there's something coming from that, maybe?
I mean, San's already accounted for, so... But getting Kun is pretty neat, so now everybody can be like, what did all of these shitty boys look like when they weren't legal to make Fujo stuff with?
Oh, God.
Why did you make that sound?
Because somebody had to.
Yes.
I don't know about that.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I don't care enough.
I make the hard things that nobody else wants to say.
Okay.
You said hard.
Sounds like a... Yeah. The jokes write themselves.
Y'all are children.
You're the babby child.
I am.
Yeah, Joe and I are the old people here. We were there from back in the day.
We watched cartoons on Saturday mornings.
Hey, wait, so did I.
I also watched cartoons on Saturday mornings. We all did.
Justice League action for half an hour doesn't count.
It's literally on, past the point where it's like, I wake up to. It's like, shit.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of back in the day, who else among you three remembers ZOIDS from back in the day?
On a world of 2 moons, 1,000 light years away.
Victory is close at hand, men!
Sentient creatures called ZOIDS do battle for their human pilots.
Fight's just beginning! Fire! Enemy destroyed! It's a trap! Fire away!
But war on Planet Z has awakened an ancient scourge.
It's coming.
What's coming, Fiona?
An evil force that will bring destruction to this entire planet.
I would never have believed they could build something like this.
The keys to its destruction locked in the mind of a young girl. Dependent on a brash young pilot and his mysterious organoid.
Let's get him, Zeke!
Together, they will fight.
It's showtime! Unbelievable destructive power!
Struggling to decipher the secrets of an ancient civilization that can save their world from total destruction. ZOIDS Chaotic Century. Weekdays at 4:30. Now, there's a reason to rumble.
ZOIDS.
I remember watching that shit like every day before school.
I love ZOIDS.
I'm gonna be honest, of all the things
I mean, that's
I
weird
remember
because there
watching
were
on
literally,
Toonami,
like,
I think ZOIDS is the most
at least three.
complete and utter blur. I remember
If
Mecha
we want to get
don't
technical,
believe I
I'm pretty
watched
sure only
any
two
of
of them
them.
ever aired, and I don't think either of them got a complete Toonami run.
No.
The airing history.
Three aired. Chaotic Century. What was it?
Yeah.
Hero Century and
ZOIDS Fusors was a Saturday Video Entertainment System exclusive.
Okay, that was basically Toonami.
Remember that, kids?
Or the Saturday Batman bumper action block.
Okay,
whatever.
okay, whatever. That
Okay,
block was
okay,
basically
but
Toonami.
the point is, this franchise has been pretty quiet since around 2006, but wouldn't you know it, it's coming back from the dead, as Takara Tomy has officially unveiled ZOIDS Wild, a full-on relaunch of the franchise complete with toys, apparel, a Nintendo Switch game, and an anime, which will be produced by OLM and air in the summer. And looking at this preview video, it looks just as jank as it ever did.
I don't know how you mean that, but
I mean, I'm a little concerned because, like, I mean, like, I wouldn't say the ZOIDS are like super mature or like Gundam or anything, but they were not super toyetic. Like the last one I watched was Genesis, and that was like a pretty straight fantasy thing. So if they're going full on toy commercial with this, that's like a little concerning. But I guess we'll see.
The only thing I remember was the toys.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
ZOIDS has always been a
by a
full-on
toy
toy
company.
commercial. Who are you even kidding?
I was gonna say
It's kind of like Gundam in
You
that
know,
regard. It's like
let
it's
us
always
Beyblade.
And I mean, ZOIDS was like a toy commercial the same way Gundam is a toy commercial. I mean, technically it is, but it's enough there that you wouldn't really know it's just there to sell toys.
I don't know if the original Mobile Suit Gundam was there to sell toys initially, but I could be wrong.
I have no idea because you know.
By the way, I'm a little unrelated, but since we're talking about Gundam, I came to a revelation talking to people about the newest season of Iron Blood Orphans. That is not a war story. That is a mob story. Iron Blood Orphans is a mob story.
It's a little bit of both. Most of season 2 is a mob story, and then like the finale comes around, and it's like a war story.
Okay, but like it is straight up mob shit. Like fucking Eok and Ghastly.
Okay.
It takes a lot to be
but
like,
bringing
wow.
this back around to ZOIDS, this is something that's happening in the summer. And I gotta say, at least this looks better than the Reboot trailer for Reboot.
Why did you remind me of that?
You mean
because it's bad.
You mean the worst Code Lyoko?
Hey,
I'm so glad Code Lyoko is coming back to
Okay,
Netflix.
that's not right. Don't you dare tell Code Lyoko. Code Lyoko was a good show.
I find it. I had to explain to somebody this week. That Code Lyoko wasn't a Western thing; it's a French thing.
I'm not saying it's a bad show. I'm just saying that Reboot does not look like Reboot.
I want to know who to pat on the back for taking this long to make the Reboot thing come out and having it be this disappointing.
It's literally as bad as people feared it would be, and more.
And more.
Anyways, what's next?
Disappointing.
What's coming up next is an interesting project coming down the pipeline later this year, an anthology film entitled Shikioriori, co-produced by Comics Wave Pictures and Howliners. Andy, would you like to explain what this could entail?
Okay, so this is the strangest mix of two studios on a project I think I've ever seen, because let's put it like this. Comics Wave, you may not recognize the name. Do you know Your Name?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the Children Who Chase Lost Voices?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the movie whose title I forget but has really sexy feet?
Garden of Words?
Garden of Words, yes. Do you know those? You know those? Those movies look drop dead gorgeous, like fucking painterly bullshit amazing. And then we have Howliners, which is a Chinese studio which is known for such projects as The Silver Guardian, A Centaur's Life, Evil or
I'm so
Lie, and more.
But, to be fair, they did make To Be Hero.
Yes, but who the fuck sees To Be Hero is like, man, what a gorgeous piece of animation.
And I'm
Fair
so
point.
mad.
The point I'm making is, it's basically getting, like, a drop-dead gorgeous supermodel and basically putting them with somebody who's barely on the edge between a 2 and a 3.
So... that joke is so bad I don't want to make it.
I'll make it for you. You mean the First Lady and the President?
Oh, boy.
Sarah Horns in the background.
I'm proud.
There is no level I will not stoop to.
Also, there's something ironic about being represented by the Chinese studio.
God,
Oh, so yeah, this is the thing that's happening, and who the hell knows what could possibly happen from this?
What could possibly go wrong?
It's an interesting production, and I like the fact that Japan and China are working more together. This is just literally, like I said, one of the most aesthetically gorgeous film studio with a studio whose... I can't even say what their best looking show is. I can't even
I mean, I
say
can tell you what their best comedy is. Evil or Lie. People should have watched that. It was funny.
No, thank you.
I think I watched the first episode of that, and that was it.
Okay, it's interesting.
Weird.
There's nothing else to say right now. I hope this turns out well and looks...
You want to know something? Evil or Lie isn't even on the TV Tropes page for So Bad It's Horrible anime and manga, but King's Game is.
I'm so salty King's Game got down over Evil or Lie.
You know the studio that made King's Game makes hentai?
I mean, I believe it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Hey, let's move on.
No, hold on. I need to look this up. Hold on a minute. Because I honestly don't know the name of this animation studio.
Yeah, it was like Sevens or something like that.
Oh,
it's literally...
Okay. And I'm just going to do a quick little look up to see... Oh, they did I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying? Really? Huh.
And if you haven't watched that, you should.
It's funny.
I have watched that. It's excellent. Okay, I see what they've done now. That's all I need to see. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Speaking of breasts, there has been such a strong absence of breast ribbons lately, but fear not, for DanMachi / Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon is coming back for a proper second season, along with an original film subtitled Arrow of the Orion. They should not been announced for either project, nor has JC Staff been announced as reprising animation producers, so it's just going to be coming soon.
But they probably will.
Yeah.
They probably
I don't know.
will.
One Punch Man Season 2 is being done by JC Staff, so it could DanMachi Season 2 could be done by somebody else.
JC Staff does like 4 shows every season. I think they can find time for DanMachi.
They're a big studio. They'll be fine.
Maybe.
Basically, I like DanMachi. It's kind of like it's very fun. It's dumb bullshit, but I actually think it has pretty competent action scenes. So if the action is pretty competent and hype in the second season, and it especially will be for a feature quality film, I'll be okay with that.
I've never really gotten into DanMachi, so cool. It's got a second season. Hope the fans watch it.
Ryu Lion is the best girl. Fuck you.
I have not seen a single episode of it yet, so
it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
I've yet to see Sword Oratoria because, Amazon.
I watched a couple episodes of that and was just like, I probably need to try it again, but I was kind of
Eyes is fun. She's just not who I think of as like a main character.
Have they been? Has anyone been confirmed to be dubbing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Confirmed that.
Maybe I'll wait for that because I don't know, because everyone's rights are under
okay.
bullshit
Let
these days.
me just say this. Knowing full well, I know some people from Crunchyroll, and I know one of my friends works at Sentai. Sentai, you guys better hope and pray Crunchyroll does not put money into this.
It so far it just seems like it's the game.
Yeah.
So far it just seems like.
Well, don't they have
game.
Food Wars Season 3?
Yeah.
That's another complicated situation altogether.
Yeah.
Let's
Boy, is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just move on.
Let's just hope that situation resolves itself out.
Yes.
Oh, look at that can. There's a bunch of worms.
Exactly.
You put that can away, young man.
Okay.
But we're going fishing, Granddad.
You put that away, I swear to God, I will bring evil into your fucking face.
Okay,
Sounds
moving on. Okay, so this...
Also, did you say brick evil? Because...
I don't know how to grandpa. My grandpa's been dead my whole life. Let's move on.
Moving on.
All right.
Okay, then. I will turn this ship around, young men.
Granddad Squad?
Granddad! Yes.
Granddad! Granddad! What the fuck? Granddad!
Okay. Now, there were some rumblings over a Chihayafufu event going on in Japan last month that involved some of the anime's cast, and it did not disappoint, as the series has been given the green light for a third season coming in 2019.
Yay!
Thank the
I actually saw a few
stars.
episodes. I actually saw a few episodes on High Dive dubbed, and the dub is amazing. I really need to continue watching that, but from what I saw, it was pretty good.
And
So-
I have seen both seasons. Well, I haven't seen the last episode of season 2, but either way, I'm totally down for more Chihayafufu. It's really good.
I gotta get around to that show. It seems like something I'd be totally down for.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Chihayafufu Season 3, 2019. Stay on the lookout for it. Now, you may have heard in a past episode or two that Jet here isn't too fond of Hakyu Hoshin Engi, and neither is another fan over in Japan, as said fan, identified solely as Motohara, is going all Robert Mueller on this show, looking to start an investigation as to why this show is, the way it is. Jet, care to explain this show's shortcomings?
Okay, yeah, so I briefly explained it the last time I was here, but, this show is paced very weirdly, because the manga is 26 volumes, I think, and they only have 26 episodes to do this show. But apparently the anime staff seems to have no idea how to, properly cut down anything. So, I watched the first episode and it made, no sense whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched the first episode, and from what I understand, it adapted the first volume, but it didn't feel like I gained anything. It felt like it was going through cliff notes of what the manga was.
Sounds fabulous.
I'll read a little bit from the Anime News Network piece. It says here, in the first episode, the Change.org petition that Miss Motohara put up states that because the main character of Okijin was cut, he only appears as a cameo, the protagonist, Taikobo's actions do not make sense, making him seem like a fool. Motohara believes that the depiction of Taikobo is weak, and the lack of appeals surrounding the character is a fatal flaw. in the second episode, the petition states that the timing of Bunchu's scene and Taikobo and Natsuku's fight scene doesn't make sense. Also, the beginning of every episode teases the episode's ending scene and fails to connect and fit well in the story.
Sounds great.
So this sounds like the worst adaptation of like any manga out there.
Yeah,
This makes Black Clover look. Here's what it is. It makes Black Clover look like Hunter x Hunter.
Oh God.
Okay.
No.
But it's really kind of weird in hindsight because again, I have to keep in mind this is a classic manga. So like, if you're bringing it back solely to satisfy like old fans and to get in new people. So to have an adaptation that says like doesn't make sense or they didn't have enough episodes to do this properly, it's like, what was the point?
Yeah, I never saw the original series that ADV dubbed way back in the day, so watching this new one from the first episode, it's like, what the hell is going on, and why should I care?
Yeah, I've been pretty not convinced to check it out, at least in... Sketch probably said it best that if I'm going to watch that show, it's going to be dubbed, and I'm going to wait until the entire thing is out.
Might as well speed run the speed run.
Yeah.
We can now speedrun anime.
Yeah. Especially on High Dive, since you can actually watch it in fast forward.
Oh yeah, you can. I don't know why you would, but you can.
Endless 8?
Sometime.
Well, if you want to watch
that's not on
like
there.
that seven
You're saying all the stuff
Heavenly
that's on
Virtue
Funimation,
show
yeah.
in like 2 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, that would take like no time at all. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, in case you want the Drinking Girls show to be 1 minute long.
Basically, it's like if
I don't know why you would.
If you're a little premature, watch 7 Heavenly Virtues at a quicker tempo, so you can keep up.
Okay. And finally, I hate talking about this, but I do it because I know people care.
Alex, just rip the Band-Aid off and get it over with.
Fine. So, you may have heard that a 3rd season of Sword Art Online is happening, and I, for one, am not particularly excited about it, but for those who are, I'm happy for you. And I hope you all enjoy the entirety of the Alicization arc being adapted into anime form with no confirmed episode count. I really do.
Okay,
I mean...
here's why this is particularly interesting, because they said explicitly this is going to cover the full arc, and the full arc is more volumes of light novel than what currently exists in the pre-existing Sword Art animes.
It's 10 volumes of books.
Jesus.
12, actually.
That is going to be like
What?
3 cores, probably.
Maybe we'll just have Sword Art seasons for like the next 3 years.
Here's what I'm thinking. Here's my game plan, because I saw some people who were like, this is going to be 50. Here's what I'm thinking. I don't see A1 Pictures doing a full year consecutively of Sword Art. I think what they're going to do is they're going to do 25 episodes, take a couple months off, and then do the last 25 episodes like 6 months later.
So basically pull JoJo Stardust Crusaders.
Probably.
Yes.
I mean,
that's what I think's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm only interested in the Gun Gale spinoff, so this is just kind of whatever to me.
I'll say this.
I'm a fan of Sword Art Online. I don't think it's like the greatest thing ever, but I enjoy it for what it is.
I don't despise it anymore. I find it hilarious in a sort of ironic sense, but I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it unless it's literally put in front of me, like on Toonami.
Yeah, it probably will be on Toonami. Like, let's be honest here. Like, that will more than likely hit the block.
And then that one guy can keep tweeting about, oh boy, this show's like Sword Art fans. Like, fuck off. I don't care. You know the one. You know the guy.
Yeah, I just... you say you don't expect A1 to do a whole year of this?
I don't.
I do! I know how this company works!
Yeah.
I don't know, because with Fairy Tail... Wasn't Fairy Tail like done by somebody else, like
As-
outside.
as-
Fairy
okay.
Tale was a co-pro between A1 and a couple
Yeah,
other
Okay,
'cause that's not
and
really
Fairy Tale
them
was
fully.
also a daytime show. Keep in mind. Okay, like even if anyone was like committed to doing 50 episodes straight, I don't think Aniplex would literally pay for a late night block for an entire year. That's
Now,
like,
Here's
money.
here's
Are
another
you
thing.
telling me that people will watch Sword Art Online at 1 or 2 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yes,
In Japan,
probably.
yes.
Here's the thing.
In
Did you
Japan?
watch it at 1 or 2 in the morning? Okay, gotta say. Here's another thing, might
My
add.
joke flat.
Aniplex has like
Yeah.
a 90-minute block. Has like a 98-minute block of programming. I also genuinely do not think they will take one of their 3 blocks and clog it for an entire year so that they only have like 2 shows coming in and out for like a full year.
Don't say the phrase long runners.
Oh God.
I think if they do that, they're gonna do, like I said, what they did Stardust Crusaders. They're gonna do like 24, 25 episodes, then they're gonna take a break for a couple months, and then do the last of it. Either that, or they will be ballsy and actually take out some material to make it work for 25.
And then during that break, the first 25 episodes will just air on Toonami.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know if they'll actually be ballsy enough to cut anything because that fan base seems rabid enough that if they tried that, they would literally burn anyone pictures down.
And honestly, at this point, I kind of want to see all the garbage. I want to know. I want to know how far it goes. I'm curious. I'm at this point where I've accepted that I don't like it, but other people do. So you know what? If it's put in my face and I'm going to watch it, I want to see how far and how bad, because I got to know. I have to know. I want to know.
All I know is everybody keeps telling me this is the really good arc. Yeah, you told me about that 4 times over.
Even my favorite arc, which is probably Mother's Rosario, makes me fucking angry at the fact that
Are
Super
you
8...
telling me that somebody told you that Elfheim Online was the best arc?
I was told after that.
Feel bad.
It was Gun Gale or Mother's Rosario.
Personally, I just tried to make another season of Excel World, but I know that'll never happen.
Sunrise, come on.
And then we get a really
Sunrise
late
took
news drop.
half a decade to even make the successful show happen. Give him a break. Anyways, point is, fucking whatever. Here go hell come. Suck it to me.
No.
I'm ready. I don't care. I want to know.
Sandwich Coon.
Sandwich Coon was like, I don't know. I'm still, like I said, the best arc to me was Mother's Rosario. And even that made me fucking infuriatingly angry. So, like, literally most of it's fine, and then, literal medical negligence to give an entire family of 4 super AIDS.
Yeah.
In the year 2011!
Wow.
Yeah.
2011, man. Technology.
That's when you know you just don't give a fuck anymore. Sure, they'll buy into it. Why not?
Which, honestly, the more I read into it, medical negligence is probably much more common malpractice than you'd think. That's going into some upsetting shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give Kali Har like some benefit of that. That I know he wrote like most of that stuff when he was a teenager, but still.
Look, I read about. I did a project this week which went into opioids, and man, that shit's fucked.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyways, point is, Sword Art, fuck it. Fuck it! Who cares?
Yes. Fuck it. So I hope you enjoyed that bit of salt, because that was a prelude to what's going to come next.
I'm not even that salty. I'm ready. Let's do this.
It's time to get our suits on, roll out the red carpet, and be ready to open the wrong envelope. Let's talk about a show in which everyone certainly came in and went out completely happy and satisfied yesterday, the Crunchyroll Anime Awards.
Oh, here go hell come.
Alright, so...
So we're
How are
gonna
we
go
gonna
through
do
this. We're gonna go through this award by award. I have the winners and list of nominees here. We're gonna go through this one by one.
Oh, we're doing all the nominees too?
I'll be very quick.
Okay.
And we're going to try and hone in on where the Salt really gravitated toward over this ceremony, quote unquote. All right, so are we ready to begin?
Yeah.
I've been ready. Let's fucking...
All right. So, we started out pretty strong with Best Opening. The nominees were Aka 13, Ancient Magus Bride, Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, Princess Principal, and Rakugo Shinju. And that award went to My Hero Academia.
I'll make this one quick. They didn't even choose the good opening from Season 2, or the better one from Season 2. That's the only reason I'm mad, and I genuinely thought it should have been Aka or something.
That was one of the ones I thought My Hero should not have really
I have literally have not watched Aka. I have not watched Shinju. But Princess Principal was a pretty good opening, along with Attack on Titan.
Yeah, okay. I mean, personally, I'd want it to be Rakugo, but if it wasn't Rakugo, I'd be okay with Attack on Titan, but like, My Hero should not have gotten that.
This was let's put it like this. My Hero may win more than one tonight. This was one of the ones I actually genuinely did not think it should have won, and I will admit to that. Okay, let's move on.
I will, however, say that I'm sad that my write-in for the first Recreators opening was as pointless as I figured.
Honestly, the second one was
I really love the Recreators openings. Those are really good.
Shout, I'm with Jet. I'm with Jeff too. Shout was amazing. What the fuck?
All right. Yeah, just like that, we go to the Best Ending Theme, which those nominees were Blood Blockade Battlefront and Beyond, Dragon Maid, Land of the Lustrous, MMO Junkie, Just Because, and Suigatsu Season 2. And that award went to Dragon Maid.
I'm pretty okay with that because that song is catchy as hell.
Blood Blockade was robbed.
Okay, here's the thing. I didn't even vote for Blood Blockade. I thought this one should have gone to Recovery of an MMO Junkie. I really like the MMO Junkie ED. I like the Dragon Maid ED. Was not my pick for number one. I was surprised.
Can I say that I skip ending themes and rather just skip to the end of the credits just to see if there's a post scene? I don't really care for like any of these endings.
Sometimes, Sam, subtle things change in the opening and ending.
Ooh, if it's the opening, I'll check it out if the opening's good.
Okay. Best film. I'm not even gonna bother. It went to Your Name. Who's surprised?
I'm a little, because I don't even think Your Name technically came out in this year.
I mean,
internationally,
it came to the U.S. this year. That's probably what they counted.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, Silent Voice is better.
I haven't watched anything, but I did not like Your Name, so...
I like Your Name. I like Your Name.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm okay with it winning.
I didn't even know you'd seen it.
I rented it on Amazon. It did...
Never said anything. Also, your opinion is bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Cool.
I didn't like it.
Okay, this is fun. Let's move on.
Let the salt flow.
Oh,
All
it's
right.
great. It's delicious.
Best Music Score. We have Made in Abyss, Little Witch Academia, Land of the Lustrous, Ancient Magus Bride, Aka 13, and Recreators. This one went to Made in Abyss.
No complaints.
Which
is
no
complaints.
It's the best.
It's the best track.
Like, personally, I voted for Magus Bride just because I hadn't seen Made in Abyss at the time, but yeah, Made in Abyss has earned it.
Magus Bride,
I love Recreators. Yeah, I love Recreators like music and OST scores, but it's something
like
I've seen before.
Top 5 Sawano, which is high praise, but nothing's ever gonna top Kill la Kill for me.
Yeah.
Nah.
And it's worth noting that the Made in Abyss soundtrack is available on Spotify.
Oh, good on you,
I need
Kevin
to listen
Penkin.
to all that because that music is
It's
beautiful.
so
I have things to attend to.
Okay. All right. Now we come.
Okay.
Now we come to a big one, which
Just,
boy oh boy.
Just say it.
Now, I have to build it up for best animation.
Oh boy,
which,
we're doing this one. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Best animation. We had A Silent Voice, My Hero Academia, Land of the Lustrous, Dragon Maid, Little Witch Academia, March Comes In Like a Lion. It went to My Hero Academia.
Before we go, okay, Jet, before you go, let me say the following. I genuinely think that everything about the nominations for this category was completely unbalanced.
Yeah. Okay, that is
yeah.
fair.
We could be mad about My Hero winning or whatnot. Everything about these nominations is completely bullshit unbalanced. 2 of these are second seasons, and one of them is a fucking feature-length film.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. It was really...
They weren't going to nominate Handshakers, not even as a joke.
But even then, the balance was already off, and it feels like, literally, if anybody else other than A Silent Voice won, it would have been wrong objectively. Like, most of these you could argue is opinion. Most of the winners and losers are, like, opinionated. They deserved it or didn't deserve it. This one, it's like A Silent Voice is objectively the best.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, couldn't they make like a separate? Couldn't they make like a separate category for these, like best animation for television, best animation for a movie?
You know what should have been a category that wasn't? Best original anime.
Yeah.
There's so few that come out in a year.
There's enough.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough. I mean, there's certainly going to be plenty of those this year.
You know, if they had done that the year before, obviously Your and Ice would have won that one too.
I mean, you're not wrong, but still.
Yeah,
Okay, but anyway.
Now you can go into your Salt, Jet. I needed to get that.
All right. Okay, so as we already established, My Hero Academia had like absolutely no business winning that one. Because here's the thing: even if you take out A Silent Voice, which I agree should not have been on there, like even then, My Hero Academia should not have won. Like. Because Little Witch Academia was also there, and it was a heck of a lot better animated than My Hero was.
I'm going to actually argue. Okay, look.
I'm going to disagree with you on that.
I'm actually going to disagree. Here's the thing: My Hero Academia is a very well animated show, and there are some really well animated sequences and moments.
It's a well animated show. I'm not going to deny that, but it's like I'm not going to deny that, but it's well animated in like a pretty like standard shonen way, like. It has it has a lot of big moments, but they're not like moment to moment like really good animation. Like Little Witch Academia's animation is like that stuff was really amazing.
I'm not gonna lie with you on that.
I agree, but there's plenty of episodes in Little Witch that are straight up static movement.
Not really. There are some episodes that are weaker than others, but for the most part, that show looks like really good pretty much the entire way through.
Yeah, it's really, really solid. But I will say, like, My Hero Academia for best animation, I would agree with that.
Here's
like,
the thing.
At least with comparing to like the other categories, if we're going by television standards, I would say My Hero Academia.
All of the other choices to me are fair choices for best animation. It's just the fact that you.
I would have taken out Land of the Lustrous.
I almost wonder if a lot of people
it's fine, but
chose it being like, I like how these character designs look the best. Because you know how people are with art categories.
Like, Land of the Lustrous actually is an animated achievement. It's just...
Yeah.
It's just the fact that you threw a Silent Voice in there. The entire power dichotomy of this category is bullshit, and there was literally no way anybody would be happy unless Silent Voice won.
Well, if I have to guess, like, almost half the votes probably went to A Silent Voice, and almost half the votes probably
I don't
went
believe
to...
you. I don't believe you.
I don't believe you. I'm pretty sure
I would say most of it went to My Hero.
And so, like, popularity is king.
Well, what I was trying to get at was a lot of votes that might have went other places might have gone to Silent Voice, and therefore My Hero remained the one with the most votes otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, speaking personally, Like, speaking personally, I know it's not unfortunately like objectively the best, but I went with Little Witch just because I was thinking purely in terms of TV standards. But
Fair enough, but whatever.
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't
We should
watched,
move
like,
on.
March Comes In Like a Lion, so I
March
have no
Comes in
clue
a Lion,
what the
okay.
quality
March
Well,
Comes In
well,
Like a Lion is honestly not that well animated. Like
it is aesthetically
it-
gorgeous.
you
and
know,
there
like-
is one.
it, like-
Let's move on.
Yes.
Y'all spent way too much time on that. I'll save my piece for the end because I have some words of my own, but I'll hold off until then. So let's move on to best CGI, which, as I mentioned, no handshakers.
Duh.
It got robbed. Sad face.
Fuck off.
Okay, so we. I'm joking. All right, so we have Land of the Lustrous, Kato the Right Answer, Recreators, Attack on Titan, Knights and Magic, and Inuyashiki. And this one went to Land of the Lustrous.
Here's the thing I'm going to say right now. Land of the Lustrous deserved to win. Absolutely, positively, objectively, it is the best one. You can also make arguments for Kato, but Land of the Lustrous winning, that's a good win. Two of the shows with CG in them weren't even good CG. Like,
No.
Attack on Titan CG is shit!
Yeah. I don't even know why Recreators is on here. Like, the CGI mechs.
They were fine.
What did they mean by CGI
the
here?
CGI mechs were fine, but they were
okay,
far
I guess.
from the best part of the show. The most interesting thing about the show was like the script and the actual scenarios themselves. Like, here's the thing: was Ray Hiro, was he the writer of the show, or is he just the concept guy?
I think he wrote it.
Okay, he did write it. Okay, that makes me happy because that makes me appreciate the fact that I really like him as a writer. He really knows characters. He really understands how to make characters work, which is such an underrated facet of Black Lagoon. Anyways, Land of the Lustrous. I'm going to watch this show. Congratulations, you are a marvel in animation, and I'm so glad your Japanese studio recognizes that you won this award, which is one of the benefits of the Crunchyroll Awards, as Kanaba Peck pointed out. The Japanese side will see this and will take that into account, and they'll see it, which is cool. Well, let's move on.
Yeah, that's nice. That's neat.
All right, so let's move on to the next award, Best Comedy. All right, so we have
I don't remember which
Dragon Maid, Mr. Osamatsu, Little Witch Academia, Konosuba, Gamers, and Three Children. This award went to Dragon Maid.
I'm okay with this.
I'm not remotely surprised.
I think I would have given it either to Gamers or Three Children specifically, even if Konosuba, Season 2 was really good. I was trying to do my best to not vote for a lot of Season 2s. But Dragon Maid's funny. Dragon Maid's pretty damn funny, too. It's not the funniest to me. That went to Three Children. But Dragon Maid winning, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like Dragon Maid personally, but I know a lot of other people did, so, I wasn't surprised.
Yeah. I mean, I would really like Konosuba, because I love Konosuba Season 1, and I enjoyed what I saw of Season 2.
Season 2 is hilarious,
so...
too. A lot of here's the thing about this year. A lot of these could have gone to anybody, and I think I would have been okay with.
Konosuba remains one of the
that.
funniest frickin' things I've watched. So I, even as much as I like Dragon Maid, think that it was kind of robbed of this category. But...
Fair.
Okay, then. Next up, Best Slice of Life.
Okay, remember when I said this one could have gone to anybody and I would have been okay with? This one especially.
All right, so we have MMO Junkie, Tsukigakure, Girls Last Tour, Kimono Friends, Sakura Quest, and Interviews with Monster Girls. This one went to Girls Last Tour.
This was probably one of two really big surprises to me. I was thinking probably Interviews with Monster Girls or Sakura Quest personally. I'm actually surprised it went to Girls Last Tour. I don't think it should have not been there, because it kind of is mostly slice of life for the most part. It's just slice of life in a post-apocalyptic world. But I didn't think this one was going to get it because of the fact that Amazon was a thing. So you know what?
Yeah.
I'm glad. Good on you. Good on you, Girls Last Tour.
I really loved Girls Last Tour when I watched it. It was really, really good, and I'm happy it won something.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm told it's what Kino's Journey 2017 should have been, so...
That's what I'm
too. I agree with that.
I gotta get back.
I'm so disappointed with that sequel.
Notice that one wasn't nominated for anything.
You know, I've not finished Kino 2017, but I don't really understand what the big issue is with it. That being said, I haven't really watched the original, so maybe I have no place to talk.
Probably,
but, you know.
I've been rewatching the original, and I think the new one is kind of
It is.
ruins a lot of the charm of the
I was
original.
okay with the new one until I sat down and watched a few episodes of the original, and I was like, wait, how the heck did they screw this up that bad?
It is literally night and day. Literally.
All
Let's
right,
move on.
Let's move on here with an odd category, which I'll explain when we get to it. Best Continuing Series. So for this one, we had March Comes Like a Lion, Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, which ended, Dragon Ball Super, which is ending, Case Closed,
which is never
on
ending.
forever.
I'm sorry, Detective Conan, excuse me. Yeah.
No, you had it right the first time.
Crunchyroll. All Out, which is that continuing?
It came. It was fall to winter. It counted.
Okay, and Naruto Shippuden, which
ended
a year ago.
Okay, I'll say this: the fucking logic behind nominating this category was bullshit, and I don't get it. But
are they factoring in Toonami broadcasts?
No. Okay,
no.
Comes in like a lion.
Okay, now let's talk about who won, because I really want to talk about this first.
Iron-Blooded Orphan Season 2, Part 2 came out in winter 2017. Account.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, fine, whatever. Anyway, the winner of this one was March Comes In Like a Lion.
Okay, let me go first, because, if you want to talk about an upset, this was the biggest upset, because you know for a fact that the fan vote probably went to Dragon Ball Super. You know that that was the fan vote. So to see March take this, I think it proved that the judges really did have more sway than people gave them credit for. Because that is the only way he could have won that.
Let's see. Who would win? An entire non-stop tournament? Some depressed boy with a shogi board.
I'm a little confused with this category because...
I don't care! I'm happy March Comes Like a Lion won.
I mean, I've never seen March Comes In Like a Lion Season 1 or 2. I'll check it out whenever I get the chance, but it's why is it, shows that are sequel seasons on here if we already have 2 already?
I don't get the logic. I don't actually get the logic. It confuses me. Let's go on.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on here. And oh boy, we have quite a 4-shot here.
Oh, is it? Let's do this.
Best Boy. We had Todoroki from My Hero Academia, Rei Kiriyama from March Comes Like a Lion. Yeah. We had Deku from My Hero Academia.
Okay.
Kazuma from Konosuba.
Yes, he's Kazuma.
Fafnir from Dragon Maid.
I'm confused. Okay, continue.
And Yakumo Yurakute from Rakugo?
Rakugo Shinju.
Yeah, the shows aren't listed on here, so I have to recite it from memory.
So how was Astolfo not on this list, by the way?
You know what? Good point.
I don't know.
Good point. I would have voted Astolfo, but the comment section would have been drac.
Yeah, I literally only have one negative thing to say about this, but
I'm guessing.
Anyway,
it's
the winner was Todoroki.
Good choice.
Okay. So
I
here's
too am a fan of Mint Berry Crunch.
Okay, so here's the thing. I voted for Todoroki, so I'm very happy with that result. I have no problem with that. What I do have a problem with is that there should not have been 2 My Hero Academia characters on that list.
As much as I love My Hero Academia, I will agree with you there.
Yeah. Sorry, Deku, you're out of here. I still hope get in here. Yay!
You know what? Todoroki winning this one, fine by me. Okay, that's good.
He's all right.
He's great. I love him. I know a guy who fucking hates him, but he's wrong and wrong.
Yeah. A wise man once said,
"Shut the fuck up, you're wrong."
You're entitled to your own opinions, but you're not entitled to your own facts.
Amen. Let's move on.
All right. From here, we move on to Best Girl, of which there were plenty. We have Ochako from My Hero Academia, Atsuko Ako Kagari from
Little Witch Academia.
Yeah, Ako. Duh. God, what's wrong with me? Yeah. Moriko Morioka from
Recovery of an MMO Junkie.
MMO Junkie, yes, I knew that. Serval from Kimono Friends. Suyu from My Hero Academia. And Chisei Hattori from
The Ancient Magus Bread.
Yes. And this one went to the only good choice. Uraraka, my girl.
Okay.
I have two things to say here. Moriko was wrong, and again, there should not have been more than one My Hero Academia character here. That was stupid.
I'm just gonna say this right now before we continue. I do agree this should have just been one My Hero Academia character. But I will say I'm glad the correct My Hero Academia character won this one.
Yes.
I would have actually been mad if it was Suyu, because that would have made me think it was a meme vote. Ochako actually showed her shit and proved her worth, and this time she didn't get robbed by Rem.
You guys are a bunch of haters.
Fuck off!
I like Morioka the most out of all of them.
I would like to make the argument that you should have put no My Hero Academia girls on there, because how do you break that down into choices?
Let it be known. Let it be known. Let it be known. Every girl in My Hero Academia is best girl.
This is true.
That
also,
is
I'm
my
just gonna say
point.
this right now. I'm gonna say this right now. I voted for Ochako, but I would have been fine if this went to Mori Mori or Chisei. But I voted for Ochako solely for the fact that she was curb stopped last year by Rem, and she had a second chance at redemption, and she deserved it, and I'm happy for my sweet little Babu.
I'm a little disappointed that Riko wasn't nominated, because I would have voted for her, because she was probably best girl of that show.
Okay, and from there we go to best villain. Bit odd, but okay, whatever. We have Stain from My Hero Academia, Tanya from
Saga Tanya.
Evil Tanya, yes. Bondrude from Maiden Abyss, Cartophilus from Ancient Magus Bride, Hiro Shishigami from Inuyashiki, and Usagi from Juni Tyson.
Okay.
This one went to Stain.
Good choice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good choice. Like, personally, I would have wanted it to be someone else, but at the same time, there weren't really that many big villains this year.
Honestly, Tanya counts because she's a bitch, but she's, the protagonist of the story. Usagi is nothing. Cartophilus, Bondrude's cool, but he really only has one episode to do stuff. Give or take a season 2, that may change, and I'm told it will change. But the only real other adversaries aside from Stain were Cartophilus and the guy from Inuyashiki. And at least
let's just talk about One Piece instead.
But Katakuri hasn't showed up yet.
The show that will never die. And if they're coming back to Toonami, get over it.
Anyway, Stain's a good villain.
All right.
It's a good win.
Now we go to Best Hero. All right. We have Deku from My Hero Academia.
Duh.
Jin Minowa from Yuki Yuna. Ako from Little Witch Academia. Kukuri from Magical Circle Guru Guru. Chisei from Ancient Magus Bride. And somehow Nanachi from Maiden Abyss.
Okay, we want to talk power dichotomy. Let's talk power dichotomy. These are really strange choices. Like, Kukuri and the chick from Yuki Yuna are okay? I'm surprised they remembered these shows that came out this year. it's such a strange place to put them, and
Yeah,
I like Nanachi.
Yeah.
I really like Nanachi. Why was this the category? The only thing I can think of is that Nanachi is technically ambiguous. So they didn't want to risk the flame that was to put Nanachi in either a best boy or best girl category.
And it's, okay, I can kind of understand Nanachi being best hero because Nanachi does like the most heroic thing in the show, but
she's not in it for that much though. She comes in at the end.
It's just they show up literally like the last third of the show, which is interesting. I would have assumed at least Reg or Rico in my mind.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I would have taken out like one of these characters, like Nanachi, and put in like Inuyashiki. Like he's a hero in that show.
Fair enough.
Okay. Anyway, the award. No surprise, Deku got it.
Let me say this right now. Yes, of course, that's fine. There's only one reason this bugs me.
Yeah.
I think he technically won this last year too.
Yeah, he did.
That's the only reason why I wasn't okay with this.
Yes,
it's like...
Yeah, okay, yeah, he should have been nominated more than once, and personally, I voted for Akko, but yeah, I
voted for Chise. I think I voted for Chise. I'm glad Deku won since he's a great hero. It's just he technically won last year, which was the only reason I'm a little sour on this one.
Okay, well, let's move on then. Best drama. All right, we have Rakugo Shinju, Mars Comes In Like a Lion, Maiden Abyss, Ancient Magus Bride, Aka 13, and Scum's Wish.
Yep.
Well, thankfully, this went to Ancient Magus Bride.
You know what? I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with this. Technically, it should have went to Rakugo because, duh. But, and I mean, I suppose there were other categories I would have preferred Magus Bride winning, but hey. It's nice it won something, so...
I'm glad it won something. That's fine by me. Magus Bride was good. I'm glad it got a win.
I need to continue watching it, so...
The dub's pretty damn good.
Oh, yes, it's very good.
It is very good.
Check out our Dub Talk podcast episode of The Ancient Magus Bride on youtube.com/dubtalkpodcast.
Is that a shameless promo?
Yes.
I haven't watched, like... March, like I said, I haven't watched Aka or March or Rakugo, but I have seen Scum's Wish, a little bit of Magus Bride, and Maiden Abyss. In
my mind, they're all worthy. They're all worthy nominees. Whoever won, I would have been okay with.
Yeah, I mean, they're good. From what I hear, like March Comes In Like Lion and Rakugo and Aka are good shows, so that's fine.
March won something, and so did Ancient Magus Bride. Whatever. I'm a happy camper.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, unfortunately, I can't say the same for Rakugo.
Okay, you want to talk the show that got snubbed all night? Let's talk Rakugo. Rakugo got shit.
No. And it's funny because it got snubbed 2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. It is the anti Yuri on Ice, or no, it is the anti My Hero Academia.
Okay, let's move on then, because speaking of Best Action. All right, so we have, of course, My Hero Academia, Land of the Lustrous, Blood Blockade Battlefront and Beyond, Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, Attack on Titan, and Fate Apocrypha. Naturally, this went to My Hero Academia.
I don't care what you fuck say. This is one it absolutely deserved to win. Fuck you. Fight me.
It's okay, yeah. Like, I voted for Fate Apocrypha personally, but like, I knew My Hero Academia was going to win this one. I have no qualms with that. It did deserve to win this one. It's fine.
That's fine.
And if you've been keeping track, that's 7 awards for My Hero Academia. 7.
Yeah.
I'd say I think it deserved at least 4 or 5 out of this.
Yeah, like, it's like, oh man, don't you remember that other show last year that won a bunch of awards and people complained about that one?
We're gonna get to that.
I will address that when we're finished. We only got 2 left.
We're gonna address that elephant trunk that is Victor's penis in the follow-up. Anyways, let's continue.
Oh, you've been following that theory?
Wait, what?
Never mind.
No, now I need to know.
Now I need to know.
It's an inside joke based on a fanfic, okay?
Oh, that he's just got like a really huge.
Yes. All right.
You know it sounds. Fun fact. You know it sounds dirtier when you say instead of dick nowadays.
Penis.
Think about it. Anyways, let's move on.
Okay.
Like coccyx.
Cockatoo. Cockenspiel. What's that? Okay, moving on. Manga of the year. Here we go. A little bit of a difference from the norm.
This is an interesting list, yeah.
Yes, we have actually some really good titles here. All of them are fantastic. Golden Kamui, My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness, My Brother's Husband, In This Corner of the World, Rakugo Shinju, and Delicious in Dungeon. This one went to My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness.
Boy, even in manga form, Rakugo gets snubbed.
Alex, can you clear something up for me? Is Delicious in Dungeon just another name for
Dungeon Meshi? Dungeon Menshi is what it's called.
I was gonna make a joke about is it wrong to pick up a girl in the dungeon, but okay.
Oh.
Oh!
But anyway, I'm pretty happy with this one. I gotta say, it's really nice that they decided to go for like pretty obscure titles with this one, and not like the obvious big shonen stuff. I think that was pretty
love
nice.
to see The Promised Neverland.
Have any of you read that, by the way? Because I actually have.
I have been needing to.
I read a little bit of it. It's fucking depressing.
Yeah.
I feel like I voted for Golden Kamuy since that was the one I had seen, but if it went to either Lesbian Experience or My Brother's Husband, I would have been very okay. And
Both of which are excellent, and you should all pick up and read.
I think Brother's Husband's at my local library, actually. I really gotta pick that up.
You know what? What's bad is there's probably something out there that would be equivalent to My Lesbian Experience with My Brother's Husband.
I don't even know how that would work, but okay.
That is a landmine waiting to happen.
A landmine or a gold mine? What do you mean?
Okay. I think you just described a light novel title.
Yes. Okay. Now we're ready for the big one. Now we're ready for the big salt bomb of them all. Anime of the year. We have March Comes In Like a Lion, Made in Abyss, Lands of the Lustrous, My Hero Academia, Rakugo Shinju, and Little Witch Academia. And this went to... Holy crap, Made in Abyss won it.
Yep.
Yay!
Before I go into my thoughts, I'd like to actually say something else. I was okay with a lot of other Season 2s being in other categories. 3 out of the 6 shows for Anime of the Year being Season 2s is kind of bogus.
Yeah,
that actually upset me. Like, you're representing the best of this year, and half of it is from a prior year. Come the fuck on.
Yeah.
That actually was annoying to me.
Yeah, I feel like there really should be just like a no sequels rule or something like that.
Or put him in like a sequels category.
Like a best continuing series?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They had something like that.
Yeah, that's where they probably should have put My Hero Academia.
That being said, I'm really glad that Made in Abyss was the one that won this one. Like, it's not a perfect show.
Happy.
It's not a perfect show. I have issues with it. There are definitely capital P problematic things in there.
Mm-hmm.
But the show is fucking gorgeous, fantastic. Everything from the music, the settings, the screen, like the fucking composition, the characters, the drama, the horror, the comedy, the joy, the song, everything that I wanted is so on point. This show deserved it.
Yeah,
Good job.
I agree. I love Made in Abyss so much. Like I didn't really expect much from it because it came out during the summer season, and I ended up like really enjoying my time watching it, and it really kept me engaged throughout the entire throughout every episode. So it was a damn good show.
I had to wait half a year to finally watch it, but I'm glad I finally watched it.
Yep, same here. Really glad I watched it, and I'm really glad it won because like the way that night was handled, I think almost everyone was expecting it to be My Hero Academia season 2. So that was like that felt like a genuine upset, and I was really happy.
Ish.
Yeah. Now, I haven't said much about these awards or the awards show as a whole. I wanted to save it until the end because here's why I don't have much of a big problem with this. With all due respect to the people at Crunchyroll and the judges and everybody who does all this behind-the-scenes stuff, come on. It's a popularity contest. It's a fan vote popularity contest. Of course, the popular show that everybody likes is going to win the big awards. That's how it works. Like, to everybody mad, and still mad for some unbeknown reason, that Yuri on Ice won all the big awards last year. Well, golly gee, it was the popular show that everybody liked. Same thing this year. My Hero Academia is the popular show that everybody liked. Of course it's going to win the big awards. Being mad about a fan vote is like being mad about, I don't know, the rain falling.
It's almost like people were mad because of who the show's audience was.
Yeah! Who'd have thunk?
Here's the thing, I have been seeing people who were making the claims like this is because the shonen tard voted for it or the filthy casuals.
You said it yourself. You said it yourself.
Like, I've seen people who were like that or being like, wow, this show really didn't deserve to be. Yeah, it is. Here's the thing. I think it was probably still more outspoken when Yuri on Ice happened. But I saw a lot of that discrepancy of My Hero Academia, even though, like Yuri on Ice, My Hero Academia, both shows deserved a number of the things they won.
I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, not all of them, but they deserve both of the things they won. My
biggest takeaway with the Crunchyroll Awards is that they still need to do a lot of work to make it like a good award show.
That's what they're saying they're trying to do. But at the end of the day, is anybody going to hold something like this up to a high honor like the Grammys or the Oscars? Or...
Okay, I gotta have to stop right there. I don't think anyone holds the Oscars to that high of a standard anymore.
But
Same with the Grammys.
I mean in terms of general recognition. Like, you look at a DVD cover, you see, oh, this won a lot of Academy Awards. I better buy it. Have you ever seen an anime release that has Crunchyroll Anime Award winner on it? No!
Nope.
Because it's a fun little fan vote.
But people buy things because there's a Toonami sticker on it.
Okay, but to be fair, we've only had like 2 of these, so...
Yeah. It's not a big deal. That's my point. Being mad about it is just a waste of time.
But that's Twitter.
With that being said, I think this award show was a lot better than last year's because it actually feels like the panel of judges mattered.
Yeah, you can definitely tell where the judges really stepped in and stopped the popularity vote from dominating everything.
Either way, there were ones that deserved their wins. Most of them, honestly, even My Hero. A lot of those, I was totally cool with it winning.
Yeah. I think it deserved Best Action and Animation. Not 100% sold on Best Girl, but, my opinion.
Yeah, I'm certainly going to be curious to see how next year's goes because I think there's going to be a lot of contention there.
Probably.
But okay, but then of course there is a third season of My Hero, so
I think they're not going. Here's the thing, I think they will learn about maybe not putting such a huge emphasis on like new seasons next year, or focus more of them on best continuing series. But who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll find out by the time next year rolls around.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'm tired.
And that means we get to do this all over again, which means I get to call out all of you salty motherfuckers for being mad over nothing. And the world keeps spinning.
I honestly wasn't mad over any of this. I genuinely was pointing out some flaws in certain nomination categories. That was the most I was salty about.
Yeah, I don't think either of you ever really actively made me angry. Okay,
I'm not talking about
wrong,
you.
Wrong.
I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about everybody else.
That's fair. I'll say this. The only thing that actually has made me mad about the Crunchyroll Awards was the time Yoshikage Kira was robbed by objectively the worst part of a race.
Okay, yeah, that one was really stupid.
Also, best animation is 2 for 2 on making people salty.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can go 3 for 3 next year.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if like Crybaby gets a nomination there, and that's gonna be interesting.
and everybody just explodes in anger.
And the winner is Ore Emo Season 3. God bless America. I think we should call it a night. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, I think that'll do it for this show. So any final words before we head out of here?
This was fun. I'm glad I got to talk about this, and honestly, it's not the end of the fucking world, people. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I guess I want to say thank you for having me.
Oh yeah,
No
thanks
problem.
much, man. This was fun.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So I guess that's it from us, everyone. Be sure to follow all the social links in the description. Check out past episodes of the show, wherever you listen to it. Check out the affiliated YouTube channels and websites and everything else that we do. You know where to find us. You don't need me to say it. So, thank you for listening to PodcastONA today. We hope you'll come back next time. So until then, the spring season is coming. Pace yourselves.
Y'all are not ready. I'm not ready.
I'm not even caught up with stuff from like 5 seasons ago.
Same. They still have fall shows that I'm
Why do I
behind
try
on.
to watch every new show? It's a problem.
Because the seasonal crowd is like weird.
We're basically masochists.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's why I kind of got.
No, you know what we are? You know what we are? We're the bunny from Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Oh God.
You keep getting shoved more and more pancakes, and you think maybe I can fit an extra stack in there, and
If I can quickly mention something that's tangentially related to what we talk about. Because I said granddad, I remembered the fact that 2 weirdly anime-esque images of the main characters have been uploaded to the official Boondocks Facebook page with absolutely no explanation.
I really hope this doesn't mean what I think it means. Please, Sony, no.
Nothing's been uploaded to that account since like 2014, and now there's weird anime-looking art of like Riley flipping people off, and I don't know.
No,
please, Sony, no. Please, Sony.
No.
Okay.
I zoned out. Wait, what are we fucking talking about?
Apparently, there's something going on like the Boondocks Facebook page, but I'm looking at it and it hasn't been updated since like 2014.
Oh, did they delete those photos?
I still see it.
Probably.
Are you on the one that's got a verified checkmark?
Yeah.
I see him. Let me link you.
I don't think they're gonna do anymore, but
I hope not.
If Aaron
I
isn't
like
involved,
season 3.
count me out.
I really like season 3. Kind of wish they would have done something after that.
Yeah,
but...
they're in season 4. I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't exist.
Is he still working on Black Jesus, by the way?
I think that got canceled by Adult Swim.
I think that.
Well,
I haven't heard anything about that in a long time.
I don't think it's coming back because
Charlie
Murphy's dead.
That's sad. Although I think
also,
it was
unrelated.
canceled before then, but
Also unrelated, I'm really happy the creator of Super Jail is doing a new thing for Adult Swim. Like, in regards of like shock and gross out, that's probably like one of my favorites was Super Jail. So seeing he's got a new show makes me very happy.
Okay then.
Ballmaster.
Let's move on here. Speaking of dubs, in a follow-up to a past story we talked about it. Oh, God, what is wrong with me?
Many things.
Yes, clearly.